Anyways, thanks you guys for showing up to Lunchtime Hangout, Essential Oils for Babies. Wanted to see, I'll start. I'll share how I use oils with my kids and why. And because this is a Lunchtime Hangout, I really want to hear from others. And just because we're in this team, Gold Drop Society, I feel like when you are in a group and you're speaking and everyone's sharing, it makes a lot more of an impact to the others in the team that end up, being here, showing up live, or watching this recording. So anyways, yeah, a little bit about why I use oils on babies and how I started that. First of all, I know you guys know, but I didn't start using oils for my kids. And a lot of you are here because you wanted to use oils on your children. Everyone have lunch, by the way? It's lunchtime. You guys can eat. It's totally fine. But yeah, I did not get into essential oils to use on my kids. I feel like I came into this like, oh, I thought essential oils smelled good. And then I didn't want to do the business. And look at me now. So it's kind of crazy. But I love the fact that most of you that are here or that I meet, you get into the oils because of the babies. And once I started to really realize that what I had, essential oils, the tools that I had in my home, was something that could be really great for my daughter. My daughter was 2, and now I'm on my 3rd pregnancy. It has changed everything. And I think the biggest thing for me, or one of the biggest moments for me using oils with my children, because my oldest daughter is 4 now and she talks, a huge thing for me was whenever she gets sick or whenever she has a scrape, she immediately asks me for oils. And like the first time she ever asked me, it like literally brought me to tears, because we're changing the way that we're raising our children. And it's not like they're going to say, Mama, I need medicine. They're going to say, Mama, I need oils. And it's just, it's a huge thing, right? Like, we grew up on modern medicine. That's okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And modern medicine, we appreciate it so much. But to have that natural option, and for us as moms to learn how to use oils and then use them on our children and raise them in this lifestyle, and raise them in a non-toxic household and feed them really well, fruits and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. I was raised on McDonald's Happy Meals, you know what I mean? So it just gives us this like really great purpose beyond being really good moms. Like being a really good mom, knowing how to parent, wanting to stay at home with our children and raise them the way we want to raise them, and raising them in this natural lifestyle. So the reason why I like to use oils on my kids is because I'm raising them in this life, and they will have the tools. Like, we are empowered as women, as moms, as, people, adults. We are empowered to have the tools in our homes that we need to keep us healthy and strong. But now we're teaching our children to have the tools that they need to feel empowered. And I know a lot of you have babies, but my 4-year-old, she's starting to use oils she knows, she has a kid's set of oils. And so she knows which color is for what. Red is for everyday, which is like the protective blend. That's her everyday immune system support. But when she's sick, she knows to grab the red roller. And when it's time to sleep, she grabs the purple roller. And when she needs emotional support, she grabs the other rollers. And so for her to understand that and use that, that's that empowerment, really, what are you guys talking about? That's an empowerment feeling, not just us feeling empowered, but our children feeling empowered, because I was raising my daughter with oils from 2 years old. Now, as a 4-year-old, she knows what to turn to, not just to turn to oils, but what oils to turn to. So it's pretty amazing. Again, like, I didn't use oils till my daughter was 2, because I didn't have oils till my daughter was 2. But then my second child used oils from fertility to birth to labor to delivery to, like, literally, guys, I gave birth, I pushed her out, and I applied a drop of frankincense on the crown of her head. and then the bottoms of her feet right away. So it's been pretty amazing to have the oils with her. And now I'm on my third. I'm 38 weeks pregnant. And I've been using oils for pregnancy. This is my second pregnancy using oils for that as well. Yeah, I have my own lunch. I would like to take a bite. And I want to have someone who uses oils on their babies share how to use the oils, why to use the oils, what are the favorite oils that you use on your kids, how old your kids are. Who wants to go? Who wants to share? For kids too. It's okay if you have a grown, I'm looking at Charity. It's okay if you don't have a baby, if you use oils on children, just because a lot of us here are starting to use oils on babies and they're gonna grow into children. So yeah, would love for you to share too, Charity.
Okay. Hi guys. Yeah, so I don't have a baby, even though I think Aiko and Ashley wish that I get pregnant so I can have a baby. But I do use oils on my daughter. She's 13. And we use a lot of the oils for her moods, which is a little bit different from what I kind of use my oils. My oils were more like for like physical properties, you know, aches and pains. So it's pretty cool to watch how she like applies it to her body. Like, you know, she'll roll it on her heart or like in her elbow creases, and then just watching the shift in her moods. Yeah. She does have that kids collection, which is pretty cool because they smell really nice. And she just reaches out for them. I have to remind her because she's at that age also as well where she doesn't think she needs them, but she does feel the difference after I nag her to use them sometimes. And she feels she's in a lot better mood, you know. And she started getting some acne. So we've been I made a roller with like Melaleuca and some yarrow palm with some fractionated coconut oil. So just kind of teaching her a little bit about like self-care that way, you know, like taking care of herself and feeling healthy. And she'll ask for the oils too, like she swims. So it's like, oh, can you rub some deep blue? Like my muscles are really sore. And she had like pulled her thigh muscle or something, her kneecap or whatever. So she also asked me to, you know, take care of her that way with some oils that help with the pain and massage her. And she was really, I guess, appreciative of that too. Cause I was like, oh, wow, mom is showing me these like acts of love by the way that she's taking care of me with these oils, I guess. So I'm just showing her that she can be empowered to reach for them herself too. So yeah, sorry. That's all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully Charity gets pregnant soon and has a baby with us. And we'll have essential oil baby stories to share with us too. Okay. What about, I'm gonna call on you if you're showing your face like Kareen. Kareen actually just joined our team last month and started doing the business. But I feel like you have a really big reason as to like why you use oils on Kai, and yeah, I would love for you to share. Oh, you're on mute. Okay, got it. Okay.
Hi everyone. So I had Kai in November. So I started using oils because I wanted to use more natural solutions for him, ones that actually worked, and also for postpartum. So I've been using it more on Kai, honestly, than I've been using on myself. I'm starting to find a routine for me. But for Kai, I started using your daily immunity roller. That's the first things I've used ever since he was born. And then now that he's gotten older, I've started to use more of the oils in the top 10 oils kit. So I use like Digest Zen for when he has upset tummy, because we just started on baby food, so he's still trying to digest everything and his body's still trying to learn. So I've been using that with fractionated coconut oil. I use lavender, or I noticed that. So I was using lavender at first to help him go to sleep at night. But I know that a lot of people have different, their bodies react differently to chemicals, not chemicals, sorry, to to lavender. And I feel like when I would use lavender on him, he would be more alert. So he would be more focused instead of going to sleep. So I started using Serenity in the diffuser, and I would rub Serenity, like massage it into his legs and the bottoms of his feet. And he's literally out like a light in like 5 minutes when I do that. So that's been our routine at nighttime. And it's been really great having oils to use on him and knowing that they actually work.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah, I've heard that lavender, sometimes it doesn't calm people down. Sometimes it like does the opposite. So, but a lot of you have taken that basics class of essential oils, knowing that oils work for different people. And so people do have different reactions to different oils. And that's why, like, when you use your book and you look up like oils for sleep or oils for whatever, it's going to give you 5, because it's saying try this because this is what works good for most people. But if that doesn't work, try these, you know, and you can kind of just go through that list. Right now I'm pregnant and I'm kind of sensitive to lavender. I actually really don't like it. Like, I don't like the smell of lavender when I'm pregnant, the last pregnancy as well. And so what I use is Magnolia roller. And what I learned when I went to convention is that it has the highest amount of linalool. Linalool, how do I say it? Linalool. And that is the actual, is it a chemical? Is it a chemical? Is it a name of a chemical, or is it? So that is what's in lavender as well. The calming property of that's in lavender, that's in Magnolia. Magnolia has a higher rate of linalool in it. And so instead of lavender during my pregnancy, I actually use that. Or when we're traveling, in my travel pouch, instead of, you know, using lavender on the airplane, I'll actually use Magnolia on us. So yeah, that's a good one to have. Lavender is a floral, and then Magnolia is also a floral as well. So something about those florals. But yeah, okay, Aiko. I want to share real quick. I started with my oils for my baby, and I use a stronger blend for kids a lot. I add On Guard gel cap to the roller for an extra boost. Ooh, that's a good one. So that one you can just like get a needle and poke the gel cap, and squeeze it in. I diffuse every single night for my babies too, but I wanted to share that I think the breakthrough for me recently was Terrazyme for eczema. Holy moly, I put in his food and it's been about a month, and he doesn't break out and have blistery, flaky, itchy skin anymore. He had a super bad patch under his diaper and it's gone. He's suffered since birth, and for the first time, his skin is so good. Oh, you're talking about Kaiser. So Kaiser had eczema for like 9.5 months. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I feel like I have not heard that until you, Aiko. So I love that, again, like we're in this space to be able to share experiences and like everyone can pick up something new. Yeah, you know, children, some of you here and a lot of my customers come to me saying, my child has eczema, what do I do? And so one of the biggest breakthroughs for eczema that I understood and learned, and just about oils, was that when you use your book to look up an ailment like eczema, it told me chronic or acute non-contagious inflammation of patches of your skin, defined mainly by itchy red lesions that may become scaly and encrusted. Topically apply first oil, cedarwood, otherwise neroli, otherwise skin clearing blend, which is HD Clear, yarrow, and myrrh. But the thing that made me really start to understand more of beyond oils and body systems and all that was when it told me to look up the integumentary, which is your skin, on page 296, and then Candida on page 244. And what it was saying about skin was that, skin and Candida. So Candida is an overgrowth of yeast, Candida yeast, and that's caused by your diet, eating a lot of sugar. So cutting out sugar will affect that or help that. And then stress. And I was listening to, I think it was a podcast or maybe Whole Fits Live, and more I'm understanding children, they are just they go through a lot. They can't express themselves. They can't speak, but know that they're going through a lot. And the way that they can express a little bit is their skin. And so when you're seeing eczema on their skin, that's the stress or just them adjusting to life or growing. You know, there's so many things that are going on with children. And we know this as moms because the phases are so short. It's like, oh, how are they when they're 3 months old? And your baby's 9 months old now. And you're just like, I can't remember. And it's like, because the phases are so short and every phase is so different. And so can you imagine what that feels like for a child, for a baby? And so the skin reactions is their outward emotions, basically. And so how we can help them is their diet and oils for stress or oils for emotions. So Terrazyme is that's going to be part of the diet, right? And kind of like getting that into their body to help them digest the food. And remember, like if you took one of the emotions classes that we do in doTERRA, your emotions have 3 brains: your mind, your heart, and your gut. And so using the Terrazyme to go through the gut and break down foods and help with emotional stress, that's going to help a lot with eczema. So you guys can kind of see how that like all goes around in a little circle. And yeah, so the main thing with eczema is always overgrowth of Candida yeast and that stress and sugars. And so if you're breastfeeding, and you also want to watch what you're eating as well. My daughter had eczema. Gigi had eczema, I think like 3 months around there. And so I cut out sugar. It was so hard. Cut out sugar. And then I watched my gluten. I like ate a lot less gluten. And then I ate a lot more fruits and vegetables and drank a lot more water. So know that. I mean, I'm not saying like it's our fault because they have eczema, but something to be aware of is you know, whatever is going on with our babies, even colic, that can be something that we're eating. Terrazyme can help. And then even just us taking our lifelong vitality packs, we're breastfeeding our children, and whatever is in our body and our nutrients helps them as well. And so not just like watching what we're putting in our body, but putting good stuff in our body, like lifelong vitality pack to help with the breastfeeding and what our children are getting. And then the emotional oils that can really help with all of that. I'm getting so distracted by our chats.
Can I ask a question? You know, I do get a lot of women that are pregnant, and they ask about the lifelong vitality as a pregnancy supplement. I know, and then sometimes they say, well, my doctor said this, but I know that you've used them throughout your pregnancy, yeah? So it's like a safe alternative to have and provides everything that your body needs.
Yes. Yeah. You guys, it's so crazy. Like our doctors don't know much about essential oils. And so some of our doctors either just say like they don't know anything, or some of our doctors say don't use oils at all. And to be honest, like I have an amazing doctor, but when I told her that I was using peppermint for nausea in my second pregnancy, she was like, oh, don't use that. And I was like, what? And she couldn't give me a reason why. I was like, oh, why? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I was like, okay. I looked it up, and peppermint is great. It's great for nausea. It's great for, you know, energy. The only thing that it could do is lower your breast milk supply. And that's not during pregnancy, that's later. So it is so interesting to, you know, you just want to really trust like the resources that are out there on doTERRA essential oils, because that's going to be something really different. Now my doctor's all about it. She's just like, oh, are you, you're using oils? Or which ones are your favorite? And I was like, I just gave her I just saw her right before this. Gave her my whole list. She's like, wow, that's incredible. And so it's really cool to see her even open up her eyes a little bit and kind of like want to hear more from me. So in my second pregnancy, when I used this book, I'm getting to the Lifelong Vitality Pack. When I used this book, this is a midwife. So I trusted this because this is a midwife who has been using essential oils for 20 years in her practice. I hope that's the right word. And so one of our crossline sisters, Jo, she told me, oh, use a fertility protocol. It worked for me. I was like, okay. And so when I read about it, this midwife, she found her on Instagram last month. Her name is essential midwife. So she was saying to use a lifelong vitality pack in fertility. And then as soon as you get pregnant, use a lifelong vitality pack and continue that as your prenatal because it has a lot more well-rounded nutrients. And so I kept using the lifelong vitality pack after I got pregnant as well. When I did tell my doctor that I was taking that, she was completely fine with it. She was just like, oh, what are you taking prenatal? Which one are you taking? I was like, well, it's not a prenatal. It's a well-rounded, vitamin system. I called it, I think. And she's like, okay, that's great. And so me as a pregnant woman, I was like, I'd way rather take this because I know all the benefits that each vitamin gives you. The alpha CRS for cell support, anti-cancer, inflammation, pain in your body. I need that. I'm pregnant. I have so many aches and pains, and then and really great cell support, right? Your body is creating a human. That human is made up of a ton of cells. So you need as much cell support as you can for your baby. The next one is omegas. And then the next one is your A to Z vitamins. And so when I look at prenatals or any other multivitamin, it's going to have A to Z vitamins. And so Lifelong Vitality Pack is way more well-rounded and gives you so much more nutrients than you need. Okay, I'm going to let you guys are chatting over there. We'll let somebody answer some of these. But yeah, so I am super proud and happy that I use Lifelong Vitality Pack through fertility, through pregnancy, through afterbirth. I saw a big difference in my energy, in my pain, in my emotions, because I've used it through all of these. Oh, Stephanie Fritz, yes. The person, the midwife, the essential _ midwife, who also wrote this book that I talk to you guys about all the time. I teach classes on this book. I post about it. It's like it's like getting all crazy because I use it so often. I have Post-its in there. And again, this is my second time using this book through fertility, pregnancy, and I'm going to give birth again already. And so I've given birth without essential oils the first time and without this book. And I see a huge difference, and so, yeah, it's just amazing that I have that Lifelong Vitality Pack. I have the doTERRA supplements, and it makes me feel really safe, I feel like, and secure, and knowing that I have the amount of nutrients that I need in my body and more. So, yeah, I would say Lifelong Vitality for pregnancy is great. And like, again, my doctor was totally fine. What age can you start using kids' vitamins? The website says 4 years old. Oh, it does. I've been using it since 2 years old. What's a chewable vitamin, right? So I think as long as they understand and they know they have to chew it and all that, I would give it to them because my daughter does eat really well. At the same time, I know and understand that there's no amount of the food that we have will never have the amount of nutrients that our bodies need. And our kids, especially young, right? Like young, they need the nutrients the most starting from the very beginning. My daughter, that's 18 months, she follows the older sister. And so I started giving her the omega syrup with her, just a little bit of omega syrup, and then like a quarter piece of vitamin because she can chew and she understands it. So yeah, I would give it to them as early as you feel like they can take it. Um, okay. What else about essential oils for babies? Um, it's completely safe. I feel like some of us come in being like, okay, wait, can I use oils on my baby? Can I use oils on my newborn? Yes, you totally can. It is safe. doTERRA, you want to use doTERRA brand, of course. I know all of you have a membership, but doTERRA brand. And if I can, I can tell you from experience, I used, again, I told you a little bit earlier, I put frankincense the crown of my baby's head and the bottoms of her feet as soon as she came out of the womb. My friends thought it was crazy because my friends were in the room, but I was like, give me the frankincense, give it to me right now. And my husband was like, you're so weird. And my friends are like, of course she has to bust out her oils, you know, but it's so important. And I'll kind of go through that in the shopping guide that I have for you and a little bit from this book. Otherwise, using essential oils on babies, so beneficial to their overall health. I like to use the top 10 oils. And then again, we talked about emotions, we talked about their digestive systems. And so know that the oils that you use for you kind of want to do the same for them. And oils, babies. The only thing that I like to watch is obviously the dilution. The easiest way for me to remember is that when they're newborn to like 1 year old, it's 1 drop of oil to 1 tablespoon of fractionated coconut oil. If they're a little bit older, 1 drop of oil to 1 teaspoon of fractionated coconut oil. I've used the oils, like, you know, when you get your kids vaccinated and they get, you know, their shots, sometimes they get a little bit of a fever. I'll get a little dish and I'll put a drop of peppermint, a drop of lavender, a drop of copaiba, and then a few tablespoons of fractionated coconut oil. And I'll mix it with my fingers and apply that and massage it into their back, their tummy, and the bottoms of their feet. So see how you can use those top 10 oils and then dilute it in a dish, or you can make a roller, however you want to do it. Even the rollers, I think it's like 1 drop for the whole roller with FCO. I do like 5 drops. The oils that you want to watch for are the sensitive ones, the hot oils, oregano, On Guard, those ones. And so those ones I'll do like 1 to 2 drops in a whole 10 ml roller with fractionated coconut oil. Otherwise, the kids kit, or you can use the On Guard roller that doTERRA already makes for you, the oregano one, the frankincense one. But the kids kit, they have a stronger roller that doesn't have the hot oils in it, and it's for kids. And that way, even if they won't really have any skin sensitivity to those. Okay. So I had someone message me and tell me, hey, Ashley, I really want an essential oil kit for giving birth. I'm pregnant. I'm so excited, but I want to use oils in my birth. Which one should I get? And like, you guys, honestly, what I told her, I was like, get essential oils now, not when you're going to give birth. Get them now because you want to know how to use them. And then you create your own birth plan and what oils you feel comfortable with and using it, not going into it of like, oh, okay, well, I need this oil for contractions and this oil is for pain. And how do you apply it? And maybe I should get fractionated coconut oil. You know, it's just like, you won't know how to use it really. And so if you have any friends or you're here and you're like going to give birth and you want to use oils in your labor, make sure that you're using your oils now. And you're really being that person that you feel comfortable and confident using essential oils aromatically, topically, and internally, all of those ways. When you know how to do that and you feel confident in your oils, then you can make your birth plan with the oils and how you want to apply them in your birth. Okay. Hi, Britt. Okay. Anybody else want to share anything about using essential oils with babies? Otherwise, I'll move on to the shopping list. Okay. Again, like I did a class on essential oils for fertility and all of that, and it was more of like a talk. And so I feel like visually, you guys are gonna want like a shopping list. Okay. Resources. You need these. And I just spent the whole like first half hour using these. That's how important these are. I'm sure you guys, you know, in other classes you've heard, I don't recommend Googling things. I don't recommend relying on Google and Pinterest. Pinterest has really great ideas otherwise for like rollers and all that kind of stuff. But the majority of essential oils out there are not pure, not potent, and are not the quality as doTERRA. And so a lot of the things that you Google will be false. And so you want to use a trusted resources that are based on doTERRA oils. And that's going to be doTERRA.com. That's going to be this book. Everyone's frozen. Can you guys see me? Okay, good. I have a few people frozen. Okay. This book, it's based on doTERRA oils. Okay, so The Essential Life, that's why we trust this book. Otherwise, there's another book called Modern Essentials, but mostly in our team, just because we know how to use this book, we use The Essential Life. You can also get it in an app on your phone. It's not as in-depth, but it's a really great app to have on the go. Okay, but yeah, The Essential Life book. I like to shop at shareoils.com and oillife.com because they are doTERRA wellness advocates or essential oil users, and they're like small businesses. So that's why I like to shop there. Otherwise, you can get it on Amazon. The Essential Oils for Pregnancy, Birth, and Babies book. I do sell it on my website, Go Drop, but that's just because I have the Fertile Mama Blend and I want to make sure people can get what they need all at once. But it's cheaper on Amazon. So you don't have to buy it from my website. You can buy this from Amazon. Okay. I did list Pinterest there, and that's just because it has like some dilution charts. So if you visually need to understand diluting for children or making rollers for children, you can look on Pinterest and it'll give you all of that. Okay. Yeah. Does everyone have these resources? I'm so excited. So excited to share. One of my best friends, because I am in my group of friends, I'm the first one who got married, the first one who has kids. One of my best friends just told me that she's expecting. And so what I'm going to give her is this book. A few oils that she needs, like peppermint for nausea and dizziness, and the ginger drops, deep blue rub, like, you know, those types of oils. And then I'm gifting her like what is that book? What to Expect When You're Expecting. And so if you have a pregnant friend or someone who you're really excited about, you want to give them a gift, get them this book, get them a few oils, help them, you know, I'm sure they are interested more in natural solutions anyway. And so this is a really good gift. I think it's like $15 on Amazon. Okay. You guys are chatting. Yes, I have more mama friends. I can't say her name yet. Okay. I'm going to say this is a shopping list for fertility. Okay. You know, you want to have all the basic oils anyway. You want to have this in your lifestyle. You want to have a well-rounded product offering and essential oils in your home. But if we're specifically talking about fertility, and I have people even starting with oils for fertility, I always recommend getting the Cleanse and Restore Kit. Right now, it is not available on doTERRA.com. I guess it's because of the Healthy Habits Kit. But know that this is still a really great protocol, and you can buy these supplements individually. Okay, I know you can buy this as a set, you can buy this as a set, and add on that, add on that, add on that, get this, and then get a lemon oil. But you should probably already have it in your top 10 oils kit. Okay, and the reason why this is recommended, when you open this book and you read in the fertility section, basically what you're understanding is, in order to get pregnant, you need your body to be ready to carry a child. And you need your body to be at its like best, to not only conceive a child, but carry a child and support that child with nutrients. And so the midwife, Stephanie Fritz, she recommends doing a 30-day cleanse. And this is doTERRA's 30-day cleanse, You can either get it as an enrollment kit or you can get it as a kit set on your LRP order. If it's not available, you can buy them separately. Okay. So I'm like, it's kind of small. This says, let's start with the GX Assist. It eliminates the bad. So use GX Assist to create a clean and safe environment in your gut. Then rock your probiotics. PB Assist repopulates your gut with healthy flora for regular hormones and healthy neurological function at the gut level. Then there's a Zendocrine. It boosts filtering organs. Zendocrine complex uses powerful herbs to boost your body's ability and manage toxins in a healthy way. Lemon, start cleansing gently. Lemon naturally cleanses your body and aids in digestion, supporting a healthy and functional GI tract. Crucial cellular nutrients. Lifelong Vitality gives your cells and your body systems food-based micronutrients and essential omegas they need to perform their best. It includes the highest quality of omegas, antioxidants, and other phytonutrients to create health at a cellular level. Nourish your body during a cleanse and every day of your wellness lifestyle. That also gives you a little bit more insight since we've been talking about Lifelong Vitality Pack so much. Zendocrine soft gels. It flushes your endocrine system. Zendocrine soft gels deliver essential oils known to support a healthy liver, kidney, and other endocrine system functions. DDR Prime. Maintain healthy DNA. DDR Prime supports cellular integrity and helps protect your body and cells from oxidative stress. Then Terrazyme. Nourish your gut. Terrazyme supports healthy digestion and metabolic processes, allowing you more efficient nutrient intake and digestive activity. So this is a 30-day cleanse. I recommend doing it every season, but if you're trying to prepare for fertility, you're gonna wanna do this cleanse and then continue taking your Lifelong Vitality Pack, your PB Assist, your Terrazymes, your DDR Prime, and use the women's kit. And there's like a blend listed in the book that I created because I had so many people asking me to make that blend for them. I thought might as well make it pretty. So that is available. You can make it at your house. But when I needed to make it for myself, I didn't have those oils. It's 10 drops of clary sage, 10 drops of, I think it's lavender, 10 drops of geranium, 10 drops of clary sage, 10 drops of fennel, 5 drops of lavender. And I didn't have clary sage and fennel and geranium in my household. And so that's why when I finally got it, I had others who really wanted that blend as well. Okay. Anybody have questions on fertility shopping list? Okay. Yeah, so I know I talked about fertility in another class. Otherwise, I'd really look into this book. I'll just touch really quickly that overgrowth of Candida yeast can affect your fertility. So overeating, eating too much sugar and stress. And I completely believe that because my second child, I was having a hard time getting pregnant. It took us over a year. And I got pregnant as soon as I did this protocol. I did the cleanse, I added in the women's kit, I did this blend on my abdomen, and I quit my job. Like it was the most stressful job ever. And I got pregnant within like the next month. Crazy that is true, you know. Okay. Overall, I just think that having like all the On Guard products, having a non-toxic household, having a non-toxic life, eating good food, managing your stress, managing your sleep is going to be where you want to set yourself up for all of these phases, for regular life, but for all of the phases of fertility, for pregnancy, for giving birth, and for your babies. I can't remember where I heard this. No, it was Anuhea. Is she on here still? Anuhea was telling me, or she shared that, or maybe she shared with Giselle, and Giselle told me. She shared that when she gave birth, she realized how, tell me if I'm saying this wrong, Anuhea, but she was saying how she gave birth to this baby who was so pure that she did not want that baby to be exposed to any chemicals and whatnot. And so it's like such a fresh start to give birth to a baby who's like so again, like so pure. And so, you know, if you're going to have a baby, I would change your household now before that baby comes. You know, get all the non-toxic products in your home, the doTERRA On Guard. Get rid of all the toxic stuff. Start eating right, because then when you start to breastfeed, your baby will be eating right as well. You know, so anyways, Anuhea said yes. Okay. Oops. Shopping list for pregnancy. I scrolled through my Instagram. This was actually what I posted in my second pregnancy of 2 years last year. The babies are very close together this time. And this is exactly what I'm still using. I use the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I use the Terrazyme. But then I added in DDR Prime and PB Assist. And according to the Essential Midwife, Mito2 Max is safe for pregnancy and breastfeeding. And I take that when I need energy. And then Deep Blue Polyphenols is also safe when you're breastfeeding and you're pregnant. And so I take that for pain. Otherwise, when I went to leadership retreat, Dr. Hill was saying the best thing to take is your Lifelong Vitality Pack and a veggie cap twice a day with 2 drops each of turmeric and copaiba. And so I've added that in as well. So I wouldn't say that I take those necessarily for pregnancy. I take those because it's overall really good, healthy habit. Okay. Otherwise, I use this book religiously. Deep Blue Rub is so great for body aches and pains. When I give out samples, if I have someone that I'm talking to that is pregnant, I'll send them Deep Blue Rub samples. It changes everything. Really good relief for lower back pain, any body aches you have, mid back pain for pregnancy. And so it's a really good one. Then Terra Greens, getting your fruits and vegetables in that you need. I definitely don't eat enough. So I eat a lot. I don't eat enough. So this is a really great supplement to have. I used to just mix it with room temperature water, but now I mix it with soy. I actually really like it with soy milk. Sweet. Peppermint is great for nausea, motion sickness, energy. That's my like number one oil. I get car sick. That's how like nauseous I am all the time. And so peppermint is a really great one to have. Now we're getting into summer, and so you might be a little bit hot, and that's a really good cooling oil. Put it in a spray bottle and close your eyes and spray down your body a little bit, and that'll help cool you down. Lemon, I always drink in my water, pregnant or not. We just talked about it in the other slide. Really good, gentle cleansing for your body. Ginger, my acid reflux is really bad. I don't know about you guys. Who's pregnant and has really bad acid reflux? And then you're like asking your husband to like pat you on the back and burp you like a baby. It's so bad. As soon as you give birth, it's like gone. It's like so crazy. But so I put a drop of ginger in my mouth and I suck on that. And now doTERRA just released the ginger drops. So you can get the ginger drops and suck on that. But acid reflux is like such a big one. Then Serenity. You want to get a good night's sleep. You have to. And if you have more than one child, it's hard. You're not only pregnant and uncomfortable sleeping, you have children who are waking up in the night, or children that are climbing in your bed that you got to wake up and walk back to their bed, right? And so getting a really good deep sleep with any time that you have is important. So using Serenity oil in your diffuser, taking the Serenity capsule. Now I also added in taking the copaiba soft gel. That also helps with sleep. Okay, digestion. That's for your tummy. You want to help your body digest, otherwise nausea and any other tummy upsets. It's the reason why it's so, like, we use this every day, but it's super important for pregnancy because the worst thing is, one, having tummy aches when you're pregnant, and two, getting sick when you're pregnant. And that's why I have On Guard over here. I have had the stomach flu with my second pregnancy in my last trimester. It was terrible. I've also just had the flu a few months ago in my second trimester. It's just horrible. And so you know, keeping your immune system really strong is important. I don't use this anymore right now, but I have a Serenity roller. I have a Serenity spray. I was like real serious about sleep my last pregnancy. This one I'm not. And then over here I have fractionated coconut oil with aroma touch. And so having your partner massage you, or even you just massaging yourself, is really nice for pregnancy. But something that I've learned this pregnancy, that Kalain Ohea actually shared with me, was not only is aroma touch really great for massage, but it's so great for circulation. And right now, my legs and my feet just started swelling. My 38th week of pregnancy, I only have 2 weeks, and now I'm starting to swell. And so applying this on, I can do it myself. This with fractionated coconut oil, massaging those into my legs helps the circulation, helps with the swelling. Otherwise, have your partner like massage your back and everything and make you feel nice. Okay. The only other thing I've added in on my third pregnancy, this is my last pregnancy, this is my current pregnancy, is Yarrow Palm and Immortelle on my stomach to help prevent stretch marks, even though I have stretch marks, and kind of just build some, make my skin just like really nice. I'm trying. It's better than nothing. Yarrow Palm and Immortelle. Okay, anybody have any questions on pregnancy shopping list? So think about, besides you are super important, but think about your friends, think about others that you know that are pregnant. And so when you want to give them a gift, give them something like this, you know, something in here. Okay. This is a shopping list for labor, delivery, and healing. So remember in the beginning or earlier, I said, don't just start with oils right when you're about to give birth, because you will not know how to use them. And then it's going to be really stressful when you're trying to just breathe through your labor. I was already a seasoned essential oil user my last pregnancy, and trying to give birth, went through this book. I'm kind of like laughing because it was just ridiculous. I went through this book and I made a whole birth plan. Use this oil. I have my birth plan still from last time. I was like, okay, so I made this roller because Clary Sage roller because it assists with effective contractions. Mirror roller because it helps intensify your contractions when it stalls. So I had all these rollers. Yeah, I was just trying to breathe. And my husband was there and I was trying to tell him how to use the oils. I was like, hey, grab this one and apply it to my ankles. And I'm like, okay, apply more. And he's just like, which one? And I had all these oils everywhere. It was just terrible. So if you do want to use oils in your pregnancy, I would say you be super simple about it. Otherwise, train someone to do it before you're in the hospital. I should have trained my husband better. It was terrible. So eventually I was like, okay, never mind. Give me the epidural and diffuse whatever. I think I was just diffusing Citrus Bliss. And to me, like that, even just that was amazing. Diffusing essential oils in your labor, in your delivery, and after birth. Okay, so if you want to give a gift, or if you want to start small with yourself or someone that's going to give birth, just start with the diffuser and some essential oils. I always recommend the 4 mood oils: Serenity, Balance, Citrus Bliss, and Elevation. And there's also reasons for those. So as you can see, Serenity here, it reduces stress and it calms your nervous system. Balance is grounding. It's kind of important. You need to be grounded when you're just trying to get through those contractions. Highly suggested is diffusing Citrus Bliss and Elevation because they're citrus oils and they keep you happy. And then lavender just keeps you calm. So diffusing oils is really important. If you want to get more in depth, then you can do the geranium because it enhances circulation for labor, breathing, and pain. Basil and black pepper are great to relieve pain and give you strength, right? Because when you're just like enduring all that pain, you still don't even get to the pushing part and you don't want to be super exhausted. So using basil and black pepper to not only help relieve pain, but help you reserve some of that energy so that you can be strong to push is going to be really important. I just brought basil, the oil, and then black pepper and FCO. And I was telling my husband to apply that on me. But then with clary sage and myrrh, I made them into rollers because you roll them on your ankles to help with contractions, whether to strengthen contractions or to intensify them because they're not getting stronger or they're not getting closer together. Okay. Otherwise, right when you're starting to push, perineum support that you can massage or like apply in is going to be helichrysum with frankincense and fractionated coconut oil. Is anybody planning to like completely use oils in their birth? Maybe not do an epidural? I didn't want to scare you when I was like, oh, I tried to have my husband do it and it just didn't work. I wanna give you my experience and then say to train someone to do it, or have maybe hire a doula, midwife, whatever, that knows essential oils that can actually apply those oils on you. Otherwise, really talk with your husband and have him understand how to use all of this, because you can't do it yourself. You need to concentrate on just breathing. Okay. After giving birth, two things that I really enjoyed: peri spray, perineum. You guys know that area, perineum. Okay. Even like just to prepare your body to give birth and not tear, you're gonna wanna massage fractionated coconut oil with frankincense, immortelle, whatever, or just fractionated coconut oil around your perineum to support it. And you're kind of stretching it a little bit and making it ready to stretch and give birth so you don't tear. So I did that my last pregnancy and I didn't have a single stitch. Otherwise, after, I did have this peri spray and I did immortelle with water, and I'd spray that on to help my perineum areas heal. And then I made a hemorrhoid spray. You get hemorrhoids, it is what it is, and it's pretty painful. And I loved my hemorrhoid spray. Live and breathe by it. Like, I recommend that the most. It has cypress, helichrysum, peppermint, and water. And that exact recipe is going to be in this book. Okay. If you guys don't have this book and you don't want to buy it, it's $15, but if you really don't want to buy it, let me know and I can send you a picture of whatever recipe that you want. Okay. Otherwise, I took this from my Instagram from my last time I gave birth. I was taking Lifelong Vitality Pack every day after I give birth. And then I made my placenta into pills. Huge difference from my first birth to my second birth. And I was in a lot more pain my second time. No one prepares you for the amount of healing and the amount of pain that you're going to be in after you give birth. It sucks. And you're trying to breastfeed and you're trying to take care of a baby. And if you have other kids, you're trying to take care of them. It's just a lot. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack helped with my energy. It helped with my emotions. And then the placenta pills helped with my emotions for sure. The healing, the overall healing of your body after giving birth. And then the bleeding. And so those ones I would definitely get. Placenta pills, you can try to, ask around, ask friends if they know a midwife who makes those. And I would definitely get those and invest in those placenta pills. Our cross-line Colleen O'Hara, she just gave birth, and something that she shared with me was, when you give birth, that's when you lose your vitality. That's when women are losing their vitality. And so after birth, the healing, the nutrients, all of that is one of the most important things you can ever do. That's definitely a lesson that I need to learn, because I'm like, pop a baby out, yeah, let's go. I have so many house chores and so many projects that I need to do. It's very much like you have to rest and you have to take care of yourself. So yeah, these are the oils that I used. Otherwise, Serenity pill, Serenity oil. Even if you're waking up and breastfeeding, this is not a sleeping pill that's going to knock you out. This is something that's going to help you get a good rest when you're sleeping in between nursing, in between breastfeeding every 2 to 3 hours. So I make sure that you have that, or if you have a new mom friend, get her that as a gift. You can buy it as a combo at a discounted price. I personally loved, for myself, after giving birth in the hospital, I was diffusing lavender because it kept the baby calm. It's one of the best things you can do for children is diffuse lavender. But for me, I like the floral support, that just connecting to your heart and connecting to your child, and all those like really fluffy little reasons to use these like really nice oils. That's why I use them, and I absolutely love them. So that's also something really good that you guys can have for yourselves or give as a gift. Neroli, rose, and jasmine. And then this year they released magnolia, so I'll probably bring those 4. Okay. Otherwise, really great oils to have for postpartum is going to be your emotional aromatherapy kit set, because your emotions will be really crazy. Your emotions, your hormones, everything. And so I wouldn't say that I had postpartum depression my second time, but I would say that I got pretty close. And I had a lot of breakdowns. I know some of you have dealt with postpartum depression. That's why I know it's a sensitive subject, and I don't want to say I've had that. I do want to say that I've gotten pretty close. I had a lot of breakdowns my second time, and these oils saved me. If you want to give it as a gift, make little mini 5 ml rollers of each of these, and 5 drops of each of these oils in that, fill it with FCO, and make that a set of 6 rollers and give that as a gift. Okay. Otherwise, Immortelle, really great skin oil. Put that on your stretch marks. Okay. Chat. Everyone doing okay? Working labor and delivery. I wish more people diffuse during labor. It definitely lifts the mood of the staff as well. Oh, that's so cool. Hi, Nicole, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I bring a diffuser, and the whole staff loves it. It's so cool. Yeah, that would be nice if people suggest it. I have told people like, oh, make sure you bring your diffuser, and they're like, is that okay? And I was like, oh, is it? I bring mine. So yeah, I brought it, and then I did ask the nurse. I said, is this okay? And she said, of course. So I feel like when you're at a hospital and you're going to give birth, it's all up to you, and they're kind of going to more so respect what you want, rather than like if it's okay to have oils and if it's okay to have this. So I would just go with what you really want in your birth plan as you give birth. Okay. Then shopping list for babies. I'm telling you, I put frankincense on my baby as soon as I gave birth. Here's a picture. You guys, it was amazing and so magical. Obviously, I'm going to do that again. But I do recommend getting the top 10 oils for your children, for babies. If you don't feel confident using the actual oil bottles on your babies and diluting and all that, get the touch kit. Children respond best to aromatic use of essential oils. Get a diffuser. New baby gift, give that new baby or your best friend who had a baby a diffuser with an oil like Balance or Serenity. Otherwise, you can get the kids kit. So remember, if you guys are not really too familiar with rollers are essential oils diluted with fractionated coconut oil, so they're pretty ready and safe to use on babies and kids and elderly and people with sensitive skin. Okay, so the touch kit or the kids kit of rollers, definitely a diffuser, Serenity, Balance, and top 10 oils. I'm gonna read you this part in the book. Anyone take pictures? You guys can take pictures of this if you want. Otherwise, this is a picture of my baby. They're kind of funny looking at some points. But she had like cracked lips. And so what I did was I put Correct-X on it. It was great. You can use Correct-X as a topical thing for skin. Okay, so oils for baby after birth, the top 4. Frankincense. Apply 1 drop undiluted on the crown of the head and spine as protection and bonding. It also assists with circulation and transfer of oxygen in the cells. Myrrh. Apply 1 drop undiluted on the umbilical cord to help seal the tissue and protect all systems of the body. How crazy is that? And then grounding blend. Apply 1 drop undiluted on feet to ground and align your baby. Then Melissa. Apply a scant drop undiluted on the bottoms of their feet for DNA repair. How crazy and powerful are these oils? Okay. Please let me know if anyone has questions. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of close out. But know that you do have loyalty rewards. Most of you here are, pretty much all of you are already members on our team. So know that you can use loyalty rewards program. As long as you order 50 PV a month, you're getting reward points and you're moving up in percentage every 3 months. If you're ordering 125 PV, you also get the free oil of the month and product points. And you're moving up in percentage every month as long as you place your order by the 15th of the month. Okay. Only available in LRP is the discounted, if you get your Lifelong Vitality Pack, you can add on things like Mito 2 Max, Deep Blue pills, Terrazymes, PV Assist, the kids set at a really big discount. And you can only do this in LRP. Otherwise, remember your wellness lifestyle pyramid and make sure that you are hitting all these areas of reducing toxic load in your home and in your body, resting and managing your stress, exercise and weight management, and then eating right. Okay. Anyone not enrolled, here are the enrollment kits. The person that invited you will follow up with you and kind of help you get started with your oils. Okay. I'm gonna open up to any questions. Otherwise, we're all good. Hope that was helpful, you guys. What if someone is sensitive to the smell during their pregnancy? If they're sensitive to smell, I would look at what they're trying to accomplish and use a different oil and see if that helps them. Like for me, like I don't like lavender during my pregnancy. And what do I want from lavender is the calming properties. So the calming properties are also found in magnolia, which I actually really love. And so I'm using magnolia instead of lavender. That help, Joy? Robin, what was the last one for breastfeeding? I don't know, did I don't know. Breastfeeding. Okay. What was the last one for breastfeeding? I can talk about breastfeeding. Fennel is a really great oil to have to up your milk supply. You want to stay away from peppermint because it could lower milk supply, but I tested it and it didn't affect mine. So I kept using peppermint. It's like my favorite oil. I did get mastitis with it, which is a breast infection where your milk ducts get clogged. And I made my own antibiotic at home with clove, melaleuca, and oregano. And I was taking that every hour. And I got through that mastitis, which was crazy. That was one of the hugest things that has really made me believe in my oils, is when I could heal myself with an antibiotic that I made at home without having to go to the doctor for mastitis. That's a really big one. Okay. Sorry, Robin, I don't know which one you're talking about. What was the last one for breastfeeding? Let me know if there's a specific that I missed. Oh, okay, you're good. Alrighty. Anybody else have questions? Did the book mention something about sugar and stress for fertility? Yes. So what it's saying is fertility could be affected by overgrowth of Candida yeast. And so when you look into Candida yeast, it'll say that the overgrowth is caused by eating a lot of sugar and stress in your body, in your emotional, that affects the overgrowth of Candida yeast. Overgrowth of Candida yeast also affects eczema. So it can be, so you're gonna wanna look up Candida yeast and candida yeast for infertility. It's so crazy that it's linked to like eczema. So I'm sure overgrowth of candida yeast can link to a lot of things. And yes, it's in this book. So if you guys have any other questions, I would say look in here, look in here. Otherwise, trust your gut, use your oils, let your oils strengthen your belief in them. Turn to your oils as your first line of defense, and you will see big things happen. And yeah. Okay, I'll let you guys go. Corrine said, I lost a bunch of weight before I got pregnant, and I feel like it helped a lot getting pregnant, being healthy in general. Awesome, I love it. Oh, hi, Giselle. I didn't know you're on. I couldn't see the whole thing. Okay, bye, guys. Have a good day.